Yes. There you go.
No, I always took you to get everybody else. I don't need to be
No.
the other people.
Oh dear. I'm gonna take a picture with the food. Juanita.
Outstanding teacher in educational technology, she was known all over California, but mostly in Silicon Valley. Donna taught at Graham Middle School in Mountain View and attended ETC meetings too. There's a little poetic license here. Back in the 90s, Donna served on the board of IQ Silicon Valley. She helped to plan meetings, conferences for educators sharing technology. How to integrate technology into the curriculum, Donna did demonstrate as a Santa Clara County Internet Institute trainer. She was first rate. For many years, Donna served on the board of ETC, attending meetings and sharing information at the Santa Clara COE. For the Buddy Project, Donna received the Smart Valley Innovator Award in 2002, collaboration of Castro Language Academy and Graham Middle School students in Mountain View. Donna presented at EdTech conferences night and day, including the California League of Middle Schools conferences in Monterey. Whether demonstrating techniques with photos, files, blogs, or websites, thousands of educators have been inspired by her ideas, bits, and bytes. At Graham Middle School, Donna had her students helping with tech support. She was one of the first 5 schools to pilot the program Student Tech Core. Using online curriculum, creating hands-on activities, working with volunteers, our 40 Mouse Squad student tech schools have Donna to thank for the past 4 years. After retiring from teaching at Graham Middle School, Donna went on to Foothill College KCI, developing curriculum and teaching classes. Her ratings were always high. She often spoke about KCI classes and the merit program, Earn While You Learn, its former name. At San Jose State, the COE, Donna's passion for educators was the same. Donna was also a loving mother, wife, and grandmother too. We often talked about our oldest granddaughters being the same age and what they were going to do. Donna shared her knowledge with family, friends, and colleagues too. She gave us gifts of vision and inspiration, and for that, Donna, we thank you. I'm from Mouse, out of New York City, and here, all the way from New York City, is JB.
All right.
And you'll be hearing from him a little later. All right, so we're going to start. We'll start with you. So we'll start with Silicon Valley. Experience. So we'll start with Silicon Valley and just maybe mention how long you've been doing Mouse Squad, and that's fine.
I'm Susan Fernandez. I'm from Union.
You might want to
Middle
stand up and face them, just because,
School.
you know.
Fernandez, I'm from Union Middle School in San Jose. Jeanette Adams will be here later. She's in the cohort. And we have been doing, starting with Tech Core and then Mouse Squad for 4 years. And Jen and everyone else has been very supportive of us. And this year we have
a field trip to EA, which is one of our sponsors. And they have a great field trip down there, and the kids are very excited about that.
I'm glad you mentioned EA as a sponsor, because as you can foundation, there were several of you that were funded by EA, other ones. So, a year ago we only had about 4 of those names, and so again, we are thrilled. And the more of those names we get, the less money you have to spend. So, if you have suggestions, ideas.
They're learning the new software with Office 2007, so making sure the teachers the new software.
That's good.
Great. Yeah. So there are even a cluster of schools in the Central Valley. Some of you may know they place teachers in companies in the summer, and then they take back a curriculum module or unit back to the classroom. Well,
unfortunately, I should share this with you. The district, the San Francisco Unified School District, do have a different structure when it comes to technology. We are
Excuse me, you know what? Why don't we share that during, when we talk about some of the challenges and all that kind of thing? That'd be great.
Anyway, the library assistants, they are responsible for checking out books and checking in books. It's really anything to do with automation. I'm training the 10 students, the 10 sixth graders to do.
And I kind of was half supervising the position of instructor for the tech course, and then ended up teaching it. So that's my story. And the kids are doing a great job. They've been doing, I guess, about 15 or so, and they range through the grades. I've got some kids that have been with me for 3 years, and some kids that visit and come back and check us out. They're here with me.
I've been living with the Smart Board for 2.5 years, so I'm fluent with it, but the other teachers are like, what is this thing in my room? And, so I would get calls all the time. I didn't even really have to train them in anything. So.
And we also have a video, they were on the news.
Thanks, Mouse Squad. Well, you want to live the Mouse Squad? I'll tell you. If you look right over here, you can see we've got computers that are 10 and 15 years old. These are the computers I used to have to work on. What the Mouse Squad did for me was rebuild for me some computers that are significantly newer, less than 5 years old. Jax came and helped a lot. He helped us set up our new Mac laptop system that we built, and they were very, very helpful. So Mr. Bolu told us what our particulars were.
One thing that I've done this year is get when I go
offer 10% off if you want to.
Right.
Do they accept parts for recycling?
So, but at least this way, you have at least a 10% discount, and then when you go, you can also let them know that you're teaching K through 12 kids.
And let them know you're with Mouse Squad.
Right, right, because they became a corporate sponsor just recently with us, so they have working equipment as well as this. And see how many of these parts you can identify. And with our little bit of time, what I did with the kids was, because most of them had no clue, was to say, go to either Google Images or Yahoo Images, type in the term. Yeah. and on Google Docs. Full copy. This will be going up on the Google Docs site, so this way you can download it and make copies of the documents and things like that. Oh, did you? Figure out what the devices were by the visual. The second was to have them go to the website, put in the terms, and then try to match up the image with the device as they see it. Okay? And what I was trying to focus on was characteristics or features.
We ran out of time, we only did once a week, it's really short. So what they did is they became their little expert, and then we had them do PowerPoint presentations, where they could film, or they could do whatever they wanted to present it to everyone else. For first year trial, we had some hiccups. They're not quite as perfectionistic as I would like to. Again, logistics, first year working at it. But we want them to be, and this year I think we're going to do some kind of sticker or certification for them to have I think on their lanyard is what I was thinking. We have them have little stickers saying, I'm an expert in this, I'm that, so they can have that acknowledgement on them that, they are very familiar. How do you,